talk, coast to coast. Welcome to Sports Talk, brand new season, coast to coast. Yeah. Quell, what's up with your boy Kadarius Toney getting cut? Did the rookie beat him out? What's up? I mean, you ain't posted nothing in a minute, so what you know?
Oh man, I ain't been posting nothing because there ain't nothing to say about Kadarius Toney.
He was a
if you
reliability
didn't make it out
last
of
year.
training camp, basically you done.
Yeah, literally.
It's over with. You didn't make it out of. You didn't make it to the season.
Goodbye.
Kadarius Toney means just ain't producing, and that's what it is. That's sad too. We shouldn't laugh about it because the NFL career is only 3 years.
Right.
Average of 3 years, and that just because. We got kids that come up behind you, man. I mean, this kid born in '99. Kadarius Toney's born in '99, so yeah, he got a decade on me, and he didn't cut it. So, and
I mean, unless you're a kicker or, then your career is a little longer. But
they did re-sign the Pittsburg old receiver Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, they did.
So, he's obviously producing, and that's what you get. Marquise Hollywood Brown was signed in free agency. So I mean, there's a bunch of receivers out there. You just got to be that guy, I guess. And got to do. Yeah, and Kadarius Toney wasn't he the one that dropped them like wide open passes last year?
Yeah, he dropped a bunch of them.
I mean, the whole team was dropping passes, so that's not even the issue. But he also had some personal stuff going on because remember he didn't even play in the Super Bowl. I mean, he was good for kicker. I probably would have kept him for at least kicking punt returns because he was good doing that. And remember, he was that receiver that. I ain't gonna say won in the Super Bowl, but when the year before against Philadelphia, he was the one who had the awareness to go down at the 2-yard line so they could run out the clock, and Philadelphia couldn't get the ball back. But
also the GM just said that he would do the trade all over again if because they won that Super Bowl. So I mean, they got what they got out of him, and then they just cut ties with him. So
I mean, your Vikings is in trouble, right?
Man, I ain't gonna talk about them dudes. It's whatever.
The receivers out. I mean,
Ouch.
Justin Jefferson can't do it by himself. Who they even got a quarterback though?
I mean, they still look good in the preseason, but it's the preseason, so it is what it is.
Right.
They suck as usual.
Who do they have at quarterback now?
They still got Willson.
Oh, boy from USC. Oh.
They got the old Jets quarterback, Sam Darnold, right?
Oh, Darnold. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least they got something.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Jefferson makes any quarterback look good, though. As long as you throw it in his direction, in his vicinity.
Well, as long as he gets his money, because remember, he was the first one to hold out.
Yeah, that's true. But then they signed him?
In terms of receivers, yeah, they signed him, and then C.D. Lamb signed his contract yesterday,
right.
And then the 49ers signed Ayuk today.
Ayuk,
I don't know if I would have gave him that much money based on the fact that OJ, what you think? Because the 49ers, the way that Shanahan runs that offense, as long as you're average, I mean, you're going to be decent in that offense, right?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I mean, it depends if you run the ball. Because they'll run first attack. But I don't know. We'll see.
Would you have kept him?
Kept who?
Ayuk.
The receiver? Ayuk? Yeah, I mean, actually for the 49ers, he's the starter. He's the straw that stirs the drink. Every time that quarterback gets in trouble, he looks for Ayuk. Now, you take him off the team, Yeah, I guess that'll be Kittle, but
Samuel
I don't know.
still.
He's going to be checking it down instead of throwing it deep. So I don't know. I think it's going to affect their offense.
But, well, the reason that the 49ers probably signed him is because nobody wanted to do a sign-and trade or even wanted to pick him up for that last year and have to pay him next year, right? Because I've heard that they were shopping him to the Browns and the Vikings, if I'm not mistaken.
Shopping who?
Brandon Ayuk. They were trying to trade him instead of signing him. Instead of extending his contract, the 49ers were.
That's the smartest thing to do.
But they ended up giving him his money. So I guess maybe nobody wanted him or the right package wasn't available to the teams that they were offering him to.
Well, they were trying to give him to the Steelers. I think the Steelers would have been the best fit.
Probably because they got Pickens over there already, right?
Mm-hmm. But like I said, he's the straw that stirs that drink. Him and that quarterback has a good chemistry. You don't want to mess that up.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking too.
You know, these receivers crack me up after they get the money that they think they deserve. They come on talking about, yeah, I'm happy about being here, this and that and the other. But 2 days ago, you were sitting at home crying because you wanted an extension. And I'm talking about your boy down there in Dallas, Tony C.D. Lamb. Yeah, talking about I'm glad to be at practice. Yeah, I bet you are. So you got that big signing bonus and all this guaranteed money that Deshaun Watson led the pack with making everybody get. So, I mean...
Man, they like freaking politicians, man. They flip-flop all over the damn place, man. Yep. They call prima donnas of the league for a reason. Now, I'm not saying you can't go out and get your money now, but damn, they be flip-flopping too much for me. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, he got paid, which we knew was probably going to happen anyway, because they were not going to let CeeDee Lamb go. So, I get it, but dang. Boy, these contracts are out of control. Woo.
Yeah. So, Quail, let's put up or shut up for Deshaun Watson. It's his third year in Cleveland. He really ain't did nothing. He got two premier receivers and a good running game. So if he don't do nothing this year, then, you know, it looks like a bust,
I don't want to hear
right?
about Deshaun Watson punk self. He's the only reason they played Kirk Cousins.
Why does everything always got to come back to Kirk?
It does.
They paid him that fully guaranteed contract. And OJ, am I wrong? Did they pay him the fully guaranteed? Did they play Deshaun Watson the fully guaranteed contract first, or Kirk Cousins?
Well, technically, Cleveland did, and then Atlanta gave it to him. Kirk Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm talking about then the Vikings did it after Deshaun Watson got his money.
Right.
But Deshaun Watson had more upside. But let's see who's been more available. Actually, I got to give it to Kirk Cousins. He's been better than Deshaun Watson, actually.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they still shouldn't have gave him that money because then it was a domino effect.
Yeah.
Now everybody thought that they should get guaranteed money and fully guaranteed money, which no. That should never be the case with any NFL player because you get hurt all the time.
Mm-hmm. You know the saying, rising tide lifts all boats?
Yep.
That's what Kirk Cousins was the beneficiary of. But sooner or later...
Well, and also, Tony, the NBA's been doing guaranteed contracts for years.
Forever. Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm not trying to discount anybody's ability in sports, but, you know, you got more... chance of having a career-ending injury in football than you do in basketball. So I mean,
I agree. I totally agree with you there. I mean, they should have some guaranteed contracts with football. So it is a brutal sport. So hey, they're gonna pay it. Oh well. Eventually, the correction is coming. I don't know when, but it's coming because otherwise it's going to be infinite increases, crazy ass increases in these contracts every year, every 4 years.
It is, so. And I can give you 3 names that I can guarantee you is better than Kirk Cousins. That never got paid that much. But the 3 I'm about to think, you know, it stands out. Montana, Elway,
Peyton, and
well, he wasn't even on my list, but Elway, Peyton, and Marino was the 3 I was thinking of because they're 80s and 90s dudes. So,
yep.
So,
You can name quarterbacks that's in the league now. Lamar Jackson deserved guaranteed money over this dude.
He did get it, didn't he?
He should have got fully guaranteed money. Them dudes have been number one or divisional champs for what, the last 4 years?
3 or 4, something, something like that,
At least since he got in the league, and he's his fourth or fifth year at least.
Cousin and Deshaun Watson are definitely collecting the check. Mr. Stat King, we'll see what he does down there in Atlanta this year, though. Stat King.
So Tony, is Deshaun Watson
doing nothing?
Do you think he got enough weapons in Cleveland? I mean, he got Judy now. He got Cooper, Amari Cooper on the other side, who really didn't do much last year anyway. But
yeah, right.
He was the only receiver there, to be fair. I mean, but
I'm looking for him to have a good. He better have a good season. I mean, because there's no real excuses this year. There's really not. So you got playmakers around you all.
There's never been an excuse, Tony. There's never been
well, it's been somewhat of an excuse because he was sitting out for all that. He was suspended for that BS he had going on down there in Texas, and then 50, 100 damn different people coming at it, women, filing those lawsuits. So he was sitting on the sidelines for a while. Then he came back in, but he wasn't quite there.
Hold on. 1 second.
Yeah.
Hey, Cliff. How good did Kobe play when there were so many allegations against him?
I mean, I think he doubled his number.
Not everybody is a black mamba. We do know that. There's only one of them. And only
that was a bad comparison, Quill. You can't do that. Not the late great Kobe. I mean, there's only one man.
Why not? Kobe set this game up. Did he not?
He did. After throwing Shaq under the bus, I mean.
It don't matter.
Yeah. And
they're talking about is it Kobe or Shaq or Kobe? Which one should we keep? There wasn't a question on which one we should keep because if they had kept Shaq, he's gonna run Kobe over with his truck. We telling my business to everybody.
Right, put his shit out in the streets. He just straight ran him over, man. And then backed up the truck on him. It's like, dude, no code. He broke the code. Anyway, no, I hear you, Corey. I do hear you, but I'm just saying, if he had an excuse, that was it. The team distraction, all they came in. I really wasn't expecting much. I was hoping, but I wasn't expecting much. All right, this year you really got zero excuses. There's zero excuses, and I don't know that they're gonna do much. I mean, they got talent, but I don't know if they're gonna do much.
I know that owner felt like an ass because. The Browns made the playoffs, and they were in a good game with the Texans without him even playing. Right. And you spent all that money, which at the end of the day, bottom line, is an investment, and you're not getting nothing back from it.
Yeah.
Right, OJ? I mean, you said you play the money, right? And if the money's hurt, what do you do? I mean... Speaking of money, Eric, what y'all gonna do down there in New Orleans? Because you still got Derek Carr. You gotta make no moves really in the offseason, and
right.
Kamara's still there. So I mean, what y'all gonna do?
I mean, look, we gotta play what we got.
Although you are up there in Chicago now, so you gotta be a Bears fan now, right?
Hell no, I'm up in Springfield. Get that right.
You in Illinois, period. The game you're gonna see, if you ain't got NFL Sunday ticket, the game you gonna get is Chicago.
Yeah. That's Bears country, boy.
Nah, but
if you got an Illinois area code or zip code, you gonna be watching the Bears.
And guess what? I just got my state ID the other day, so yeah.
So
you gotta jump on that bandwagon.
I gotta be invested in Justin.
But to be fair, Eric, OJ did point it out. We weren't recording or nothing, but I was talking about Caleb Williams and whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm not a college football fan. You and OJ watch it more than I do. Is the hype true? Is he getting too much credit? This is a whole new speed of the game. As you know, the pros is much faster. So
let me just say this. The USC games that I've watched, listened to, whatever we calling it, The offensive line was terrible, right, OJ? I mean, just correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
OJ.
You said correct you if you're wrong. Keep going.
Yeah. I mean, his offensive line was terrible. So, I mean, I really want to see what this man. I don't think the hype is true. I mean, that's just me. But yeah, you were good in college, but can you keep the ball, throw the ball out of your hands in 1.5 seconds each time, and not, and throw it to the right guy? We'll see. Or run if you have to. I mean, that's what he's known for. So we'll see.
I mean, if he's not painting his nails, I mean, I should throw that one in there.
That's a low blow, Miller.
I didn't bring it up. Quill did 2 shows ago. So I'm blaming him.
He do paint his nails.
He do paint his nails, yeah.
I said that's the kids do these days. That's the kids do these days. That was in the Olympics. He had his nails painted. And so
That's true. That's true. The track
So did
star
Dwayne
did.
Wade. I was like,
Yeah. It ain't my cup of tea, but to each his own.
Hold up, back up a second. You said Dwayne Wade was at the Olympics with his nails painted?
Yeah, to commemorate the dude that won or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, we're not even gonna have this conversation, but I'm just gonna bring it up. But his,
I know where you're going.
What do we call him, Tony? I mean, I don't want to be incorrect.
Don't ask me.
His daughter,
politically incorrect on
politically
accident.
correct. His daughter.
That was born a son, right?
Whose daughter is this? Who are we talking about?
Dwayne Wade, his son. Did he have surgery and everything? Quell, or does he just identify?
Identify.
I thought it was just identify.
Okay.
I thought it was identified too.
We're gonna leave that one right there. We're not gonna go into another conversation. Let's leave that one right there.
Hot potato. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Yeah. The first show of the year. We don't need to be getting no hate mail.
Because we got enough of it last year, I bet.
All right, let's move on. All right, somebody said that the Jets don't look good in the preseason, OJ. What's up with that? What do you think? I mean, did you watch any? I mean, I think the only game that you watched is the same one I watched, is the one that was Washington and the Patriots. And the only reason I attempted to watch it is because I wanted to see Jaden Daniels, and he didn't even play. So I turned it off after the first quarter. So, I mean, but I seen a blurb that somebody says the Jets are terrible and the Rodgers ain't the key. What about them?
Of course he ain't the key, Cliff. That man won. How many times I told y'all that? I told y'all that 2 years ago. That man is washed. Get him up out of here. Get him out of the league. He's a bum. He used to be the GOAT. Now he's a bum.
If we're gonna give Deshaun Watson the excuse, we got to give the same one to him, and he was legitimately hurt. I don't even know what was wrong with Watson, but he got
hurt because he old. Achilles. He done. That man's done. He ain't Tom Brady. Everybody can be Tom Brady, man.
In fairness, that is a normal injury, though, for football. Achilles, that's normal.
For a quarterback?
But back to what you were saying earlier about Lamar Jackson being in the league, 2-time MVP, winning the division. That's all fine and good. Give him the money because he's a good player, but you know where I'm going. When's he going to get over that hump? When's he going to get past Patrick Mahomes? Because you know that's who he's going to have to get past. We ain't nobody scared of Josh Allen or Tagovailoa, OJ. So who's he going to have to get? When is he going to be Patrick Mahomes? Because Josh Allen's not it. And Justin Herbert with Harbaugh as his coach, yeah, please, whatever. Maybe Stroud. What's the answer there, Quell? I mean, because we thought he was going to do it. Well, let me rephrase. You, Eric, and OJ thought he was going to do it last year. Me and Tony knew better because you don't bet against Patrick Mahomes.
Right. I learned my lesson there. For sure.
I'm a Lamar Jackson fan too, but Mahomes is that deal, as they would say. So OJ, what is your Bucks gonna do? Y'all still got Mayfield down there. Y'all got Williams, I think. Yeah, what y'all doing at running back? And your defense has always been strong, so we ain't gotta talk about that. But who y'all got at running back down there?
Who still got that same kid? That was a tailback from last year.
All right. Well, we'll see if Mayfield can do something because, Detroit and Green Bay both looked strong in the playoffs last year. Detroit just didn't have enough defense, and Green Bay didn't have enough offense. I mean, that's just the bottom line. That's what happened to them two teams going up against San Francisco. But back to you, Quail. What is Lamar going to have to do to get over the hump? I mean, because he got the money, he got the MVPs. The only thing he's missing is that hardware of the.
He had enough last year.
Yeah.
That's not what the question was. The question is, what is he gonna do to get over that hump?
There ain't nothing he gotta do. He just gotta keep playing how he been playing. There ain't nothing he gotta do.
Well, the coach ain't changing.
He just gotta not choke, and the coach gotta stop calling the dang
boneheaded
plays on the run. Oh my goodness.
Well,
do we gotta go over this one more time?
Now, to be fair, Quail.
Run defense.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst run defenses in the NFL was going against the best run offense in the NFL. And guess how many times the best run offense ran the ball? Did they run it more times than they passed it? No.
They didn't.
So that's your answer right there.
So, but to be fair, not making excuses, but I mean, that is Jim Harbaugh's brother, so I mean, and I don't like Jim, so I don't like neither one of them.
To double down on how stupid it was not to run the ball, they doubled down on a running game by picking up the Titans running back. So you double down on the running game that you didn't run in the AFC Championship.
And I don't think that was a good move, Quail, because, I mean, Derrick Henry's on the north side of 30, ain't he? How old is Derrick Henry? Ain't he like 31, 32? And that's old for a running back in this league.
Yeah,
if he's even 80% of what he was, they dangerous.
He's 30, yeah. Yeah,
he's 30.
Dangerous.
He's 30.
He's 30, but he's dangerous.
But, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, got some good teams coming back strong. I don't know, Quail, do you agree with that decision? Do you think Russell's the better quarterback just because he's a veteran, or did Justin Fields not get a fair shake in Chicago? We all know the answer to that question, but
yeah.
I mean, you gotta just give it to Russ, unfortunately. But and yeah, he didn't get a fair shake in Chicago either. But still, you still a young dude. Protect the young asset first. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw him out there unless the veteran ain't doing what he's supposed to. And what's gonna happen is Russ gonna do all the right things. Then when the game happens, he's gonna start messing up.
I mean, what's your boys Philley gonna do? Everybody healthy. Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown and that other kid they got on the other side, I forgot his name. So everybody healthy. They got Saquon Barkley. Is Philley gonna be somebody to be messed with in the East?
Yeah, probably, yeah, always. Because Dallas ain't doing nothing. Dallas lost a lot of their pieces.
Yeah.
Almost all of their pieces, really. I mean, and they just paid a bunch to do so. Yeah, it's over for them, and they're gonna be in. If they make it to the playoffs, you got a 1 in 4 chance, right?
No.
Tony, I knew that Dallas was desperate when they re-signed Zeke. I mean.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
I like Zeke for what he did and all that, but sometimes you just gotta turn the page, man.
Yeah.
I didn't see that they signed your boy from Minnesota, the running back.
Oh yeah, Cook, Dalvin Cook.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
Oh dang, what does that mean? He was with the Jets last year and didn't do nothing.
No, but he was pretty much because he was out of shape.
Yeah.
That's why they put him on a practice squad. Watch you be the starting running back. You gotta get in shape, man.
Yep. At some point in the year, he'll be on that squad. He'll be starting. Thursday night game, September 5th. It's going to be Kansas City and Baltimore. That's what I'm tuning in. Definitely. NBC and Peacock.
Thank God. I don't have to deal with Al Michaels for a whole week. Good.
Nope, you don't.
My goodness.
Then Friday night game, you got Green Bay and Philly. One.
That'd actually be a good game.
That'd be a good game.
Jordan Love and the Green Bay got Josh Jacobs now from the Raiders.
Yeah.
And, Philadelphia's healthy, so that could actually be a good game. Eric, who you got? Kansas City or Baltimore? Rematch of the AFC Championship.
Oh, Pat Mahomes all the way.
Oh, now you want to pick Pat.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
look.
Now you want to come, Cliff? You want to come to our
Bro,
side?
you know how it is, bro.
He learned his lesson, Cliff. Leave
How
him
it
alone.
is. When Lamar is untrustworthy, he's untrustworthy. Like even in the regular season.
I don't know. Well, what you think? He got another weapon in Derrick Henry, and the receivers are healthy.
Y'all some haters.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for y'all.
Where's that game at, Tony? Is it in Kansas City or Baltimore?
KC.
And that's
gonna be a rowdy
and that's
game.
the other thing, y'all.
That's gonna be
Pat Mahomes went into Baltimore and took Lamar's lunch on his home field.
Sure did.
Yeah, he did.
Ravens Nation around here. I don't care what y'all talk about.
Ravens Nation.
I'm tired of y'all.
What's up,
Ravens.
OJ? Who you got on Thursday night?
Tomahawk. What's that?
I was asking OJ who he had.
Who you think? I'm taking.
You and Quayle still haven't learned, huh?
Yeah. Nope. They're Baltimore. Team Baltimore.
Y'all some haters. Why?
And
I'm
still.
Baltimore. That's why
I'm going with the Tomahawk. I'm going.
What'd you say, OJ?
Tomahawk.
Because what about Baltimore, OJ?
I said they forgot who they were. In fact, he started trying to throw the football like he was.
Now, was it him or the coach?
He thought it was Marino.
Probably both. Because he wanted to prove himself. That's why he said he wanted to stay in the pocket more than last year.
To be fair, we do got to remember that turnover that rookie did make on the 3-yard line.
That is true.
What?
That's a turnover.
Remember when Flowers?
Yeah.
But then you still had enough time to run the clock down because it was a close game to run the clock down.
You do, but at the same time, a turnover like that will take the wind out of your sails, though, right?
Right.
Yeah, but they still had time to make that up, though.
So basically, you're saying there is no excuse. So that's what y'all saying.
You a veteran QB at this point. You know how to make that up. Right? You would just run the ball.
Y'all ain't giving Lamar no slack, huh?
No slack. But you know what? They had Kansas City, man. They could have. They could have won. They could have won.
They had it over with.
They had an opportunity to win that, and they decided to stay in the pocket and throw the balls like you freaking John Marino. Come on, man. Dan Marino. Come on, man.
I'm about to say, you mixed up two quarterbacks here.
I know.
His name's
John
Marino and Dan Elway. Is that what their names are now?
Yeah, right. Both great quarterbacks. So hey. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy that KC won, but I was like, I didn't understand why Lamar wouldn't run that thing. Well, dude, this is where you go back in your grab bag and do what you know.
Yeah. You should have said, listen, put it in my hand. I'm ready to go.
Give me the ball, coach.
Yeah.
That would have put pressure on KC's defense, and I don't know that they would have been able to really stop him. I really don't.
Well, we'll get to their defense in a minute. Because, I mean, OJ, do you remember they got rid of Snead? They sent him to Tennessee. Did they get a corner in the draft, or I mean, what's the deal with that?
They're relying on their young guys. They drafted somebody on defense, but
yeah, they got McDuffie, but they had nobody else on the other side that I know of anyway. But except that strong safety, but. I guess. I mean, Tony, you play with them. Did they got a good secondary?
And that's about it.
Yeah, they got. I mean, they've had some good players on their squad for a while. But you're right. They lost. What was it, Snead? Yeah. And he was a core.
I mean, he was a shutdown corner.
Right.
But it might be that same situation with like.
People step up. They step up.
Ayuk and Judy, where Kansas City just didn't want to pay him.
Yeah.
Look, if your name ain't Patrick Mahomes, you're disposable. Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
We ain't paying you, so go somewhere else.
Yeah, and they gotta do that.
I'm gonna break the tie here, and I'm gonna go with Lamar Jackson and the Ravens on Thursday night. And the only reason why is because it ain't the Super Bowl.
Right.
It ain't a playoff game. So Patrick Mahomes will be like, man, whatever. I'm just gonna go home and eat a burger, and I'll be back next week. So
the Chiefs have known to lose those type of games, and
right?
like,
and they lost
and they
against.
right.
They lost their
fair.
opener last year against Detroit.
Yeah.
So I mean.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair.
Now, if it was a Super Bowl or a playoff game, I'd pat Mahomes all day. But it's opening day. Everybody's still trying to find their way, and Lamar probably got a chip on his shoulder anyway. So he probably gonna come out like, yeah, let me show these fools what I can do. So, all right, Tony, what we got? You said Friday is who? Green Bay or Philly?
So Friday, yeah, Green Bay and Philly. That's when.
Where's that game at?
Philly. So I'm pulling for Philly on that one.
OJ, who you got? Because I know you're a big Jordan Love fan.
I think Philly's gonna take that. You talking about Green Bay and Philly?
Yeah.
Yep. In Philly.
I think Philly has way too many weapons.
Yeah.
But it's just how they gonna use them in that offense. It's all on Kellen Moore and the quarterback. He's the one that got to get the ball to everybody. It's only one football.
Yep.
Eric?
You talking about who I got for what? Kansas City?
Green Bay, Philly.
Oh, no, Philly. Green Bay gonna win that.
Tony, you already said Philly?
Philly.
Quail?
That's tough. Philly.
I'm probably gonna go with Philly too, but Jalen Hurts has this habit of cracking under pressure. He's one of the mobile quarterbacks who doesn't handle the blitz well. So, and that's what Kansas City exploited, and that's why they were able to get that fumble and turn it over into points. So, I like him as a player. I think he got some, what y'all call it, upside, but I still think he's got a lot of growing to do because he doesn't know how to read blitzes in certain defenses yet. So I'm gonna go with Philly, but it's gonna be a close game. The only reason I'm going with Philly is because it's in Philly. If it was in Green Bay, I'd be picking Green Bay. All right, Tony, for these Sunday games, don't give us no scrub games. Ain't nobody picking that. Just make sure you give us the good games.
Well, we gotta do at least one scrub game because this one will be funny. This will be funny. So we got these two quarterbacks. Let's see who's gonna win this one. We got Arizona.
Oh, good Lord!
and your boy Buffalo, and your boy from Buffalo over there, Allen. So that scrub game right there, that should be interesting.
That is gonna be an interesting one based on the fact that Josh Allen's favorite target is gone. Although according to Diggs, he didn't throw to him enough. And your boy Kyler Murray got a new receiver in Marvin Harrison Jr. So,
that should be some drama in that game.
That one's too close. I don't know. What you got, Eric? Who you got, Eric?
Nah, Buffalo, bro. I mean, we talk about Josh Allen, bro. Come on now.
Josh Allen don't scare nobody, Eric.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
He don't scare. He don't scare the three of you.
He don't scare me.
Whatever, bro.
OJ, who does Arizona got on the other side? They got Harrison on one side, and who they got on the other side for receiver?
I don't know. They got some young guys, but
because Hopkins is gone, right?
Hopkins is going and Hollywood Brown. He played for Hollywood Brown. Played for the Chiefs.
So who you got, Tony or OJ? Buffalo or Arizona?
Me?
Both of y'all.
Kind of tough, but I'll give Josh Allen the edge. I say Buffalo.
OJ or Quail?
I guess I got Buffalo. What's the name? Ain't done nothing yet.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Tony, I'm assuming you're gonna go with Josh Allen too, Tony.
Yeah, I give Josh Allen the edge on this. I mean, come on, Kyler Murray. Now, when have I ever really gone out on a limb and chose him? Nope. You got to prove to me. I'm with Quail on that one. That dude ain't did nothing.
But I'm gonna go with Kyler Murray this time because look, I just don't like Josh Allen. He just Josh Allen is just not. He's just not that dude to me. He couldn't get over the hump with Diggs there. They didn't got hit in the mouth by Cincinnati twice in a row in the playoffs, even without Joe Burrow. Josh, I'm going the same reason y'all are Tony's picking Buffalo. I'm picking Arizona. Josh Allen got to show me something. Plus, I'm biased because I'm a Marvin Harrison Sr. fan, and his son plays for Arizona, so that's what I'm picking. What's the next game, Tony?
That's notable.
Okay, OJ, is Tampa Bay gonna win NFC South all right this year?
Nah, Atlanta's looking good, man.
Yeah, they are.
I did catch
give them that credit, even though I hate them.
They got some dudes over there.
Yeah, they do. Shoot. My goodness.
They better hope don't nobody get hurt since all they want is locked up in the quarterback room.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean,
who the Bears playing?
Bears. They're playing Tennessee. Let's see. Who did you got? Dallas, Cleveland. Okay, whatever. Washington, Tampa, and then the Sunday night game is Detroit and the Rams. Oh, this should be a good game. Well, we'll see. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets taking on Purdy.
And the 49ers?
49ers, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, the last time Aaron Rodgers played on Monday night, he never played another game for the rest of the season.
I know.
That's true. Don't do that, bro.
That's why I paused a little bit. But no,
don't do that.
I'm hoping he'll have a good
game. He'll be all right this time. I just want to see him. I just want to see him choke. I mean, y'all think he that good? He gonna play and be trash.
He ain't gonna choke.
He gonna choke it up.
I mean, one game.
That boy trash. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all don't. Oh my God.
Y'all tripping.
When I say somebody trash, when have they not been trash?
Well, I mean, he's trash.
Aaron Rodgers is decent.
That boy trash.
He got a Super Bowl ring.
Well, he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So if you trash and you're a Super Bowl winning quarterback, come on, man. Come on, man. I think I'll take the trash.
Hey. So is Joe Flacco.
I take Aaron Rodgers over Kirk Cousins any day. Any day.
Well, he was good when it counted.
I'm about to say Trent Dilfer too.
Trent Dilfer
too. Yeah. Johnson. Tampa Bay Johnson.
Brad Johnson? Oh, wow. I haven't heard that name in forever.
Brad Johnson. Good.
Hey, Tony.
Tony Dungy built that team.
Him and Keyshawn.
Mark Rippon.
Oh, Rippon. That's right.
every dog has its day. Every dog has his day.
Let's not even talk about Jeff Hostetler, one and done.
Oh.
All right, well. That's football. Hey, Quail, did you see your boy Steph Curry got $62 million for 1 year?
Yeah, I saw that. They just didn't want him to go to the Lakers.
Yep.
Why?
Was he talking about it?
I mean, they all getting old, and this is it. Yeah. None of them gonna make it to the NBA championship. Right at this point, the Lakers ain't making it. Golden State definitely ain't making it, and the Suns are washed up too. They ain't make it nowhere either, and we don't know how the Spurs gonna show up this year.
I forgot the Spurs were in the damn league.
Well, they just picked up Chris Paul.
You act like that's something to be hyped up there. What's he gonna play? 1 quarter? I mean, come on now. That dude old, man.
Hey, that's all they need.
He is old.
A leadership.
They just need somebody to get him to get old tall boy the ball.
Yeah, Wemby's gonna be off the chain this year.
I guess.
This is a year. They've been giving him all that press like LeBron. You ain't been able to see it because he was, but toward the end of last season, he started doing people. So if he can stay on that trajectory, I think this year might be his year.
Yep. And you forgot about the GOAT, your boy, Kawhi Leonard. Yeah.
I thought that dude.
Go
I thought that.
Leonard.
I thought that dude was gonna retire. I thought he said he was retiring.
Paul George left. So where did Paul George go?
You tell me, we'll both know, because I didn't know he left. Oh, Philly.
Yeah, he did go to Philly. Philly gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, he did. Yep, he's in Philly.
Okay.
That was a good move.
But is that gonna be a Harden situation, Quell, where he's older and who cares?
No.
I mean,
Paul George is a way better overall player mentally than Harden is.
But that's only true if the All-Star is not on the floor, because when Kawhi was out there, it's like Paul George was like, okay, whatever. When he was out, then he played up to his All-Star ability. So is it going to be the same in Philly with Embiid on the floor or Tyrese Maxey? You know what I'm saying?
Paul George has an issue in the playoffs of being streaky, and he gets really cold really quick, and that's his problem. If he can stay consistent, he'll be okay, but that's easier said than done. I don't see him, being and staying consistent necessarily. So
the question is, OJ, is did Miami give Butler his money?
Who?
Miami, did they give Butler his money?
Jimmy Butler? I don't know. I really haven't been watching basketball. The moves anyway, but I expect him to be there. That's their star, right?
Yeah.
You got to keep the star happy. I don't see them moving him.
I don't think anybody want him anyway. He's older too. He's almost 35.
Yeah, but he's hard to get along with. He's a good player though.
Looks like New York made the most moves. Talking about they about to win the East, which I mean they might. Got their they got their what? OJ, help me out. What was the name? So they got their Duke team back, or all three players that was in college together that won the national title or Final Four?
The Villanova 4 or whatever it's called. Oh, yeah, they went to Villanova. And
okay.
Yeah, they're starting 5. I think it's starting 5 now. It was 3 players, but I think in the offseason they got 2 more players from Villanova. All of them are players that the head coach in college.
They played the Pacers, and the Pacers ended up beating them because they had too many injuries. But and the Pacers played Tony's boys, the Celtics. So
it didn't even matter. Whoever was gonna play the Celtics was finna get their butt whooped.
Right.
Nobody in the East had nothing.
No, they didn't.
They had no answers for them dudes.
Nope.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see the Minnesota-Boston matchup is what I wanted to see. I think they would have been a better matchup than Dallas was. Dallas did what they had to do to beat Minnesota, but I think Minnesota was a better matchup for Boston.
I agree.
Yeah, they just had the bigs to stand. They had Rudy Gobert would have actually been a decent factor in Boston, because all he gotta do is just keep people out of the paint.
Yeah,
and it would have been good. So they would have been all right. They would have been in good shape. But Boston always got all them good wings, them good wing players.
That's about all we can elaborate on, I guess. The season ain't started for either one of them, so I mean, we'll see. I mean, we both NFL and NBA have had some interesting moves, so I'm interested to see how much impact Jerry Jeudy makes in Cleveland, and that's even Watson even is healthy, and who's their backup even if he's not, OJ? Is that one dude
for Cleveland?
Yeah.
I told you that one dude's still there. Should still be there. That Thompson dude.
Yeah, Robinson Thompson, whatever his last name is. So it's gonna be an interesting first week. For Sports Talk Coast to Coast, thanks for joining us.